All right, season starting 2021. Here we go. Running a little late today. What's new? You know what I mean? Had some issues with the mowers. I'm gonna go do an old customer first because they're the first ones that complained about the yard. I say complain, and I'll have to tell you why. Because they don't ask. It's always, hey, can you cut my grass? I say, hey, when can you cut my grass? Oh man, I need you to cut my grass. Can you cut it today? No, I can't cut it today. I can cut it after it rains. Okay, after it rains. When you cut my grass? I'm cutting it tomorrow. I only put up with it because I want that grass. I want to cut that grass. So anyway, because I want to cut the ones next door. So a couple of them that I'm cutting. And I got a lot of my customers from last year. Called them all yesterday. And a couple the other day before. I don't really do all the whole mailing out the things. I just feel like, for me, having my customers as long as I have, if you kind of do it too soon, it gives them an opportunity to shop around. I think that if they know that you're coming back and you just kind of let them know like a couple days before, because they already know you, or a week or so, you know, then you're fine. But I think for me, that's just the way I do it. Because I've had experiences where I've contacted them way too soon and then they don't get back to me and it's just all over the place. You know what it is? So I went around the last couple of days when the rain, and I was just checking out all my yards and seeing how they were and everything. I thought everything would be 100% ready, but it's not. So I'm okay with starting at this point. I pretty much called it. I said April 1st, first week of April. Sure enough, April 1st is like the last week of March, and I saw that and I said, you know what? I cannot believe I called it right on. I called this. I'm getting good at calling the weather, and I guess doing it as long as I've been doing it. I guess I'm good at it. I don't know. I mean, I gotta be good at something at one point in time, you know? Anyway, so getting out, starting off, it's actually April. Is it April 1st? No, I think it's April 2nd. I can't remember what today's day is. Anyway, here's what it is. No, it's April 2nd, yeah, because it rained yesterday. So today we're out working. We is me, we is all. So we're out working. Here we go. Alright, here we go. First cut of the year. I ended up cutting both of these yards. That one looked pretty good, but I'm going to wait on that one. Cut this one. So I got to go through and pick up the sticks. These videos, I'm just going to multi-mint. It's not that big of a deal, so let's get this sticks up. And got the other side, little corner on the other side of the yard, and probably doing some more work here. But there we go. Got the rig out. Let's get going. Alright, got the mowers in here. I'm gonna pull them out. Set up the cones and get going. So start running to zero and start knocking it all down. Alright, so I got my safety cones, and this is actually a safety cone / tripod. So I just put the phone in there. So I got to rearrange this setup. My idea of what I'm going to end up doing is making a door on that side, but with a ramp, or making a ramp there so I can get these mowers out that sort of side. I've always wanted to do that and never got around to it. So. Yeah, so right here I left the chock under the wheel. Rookie mistake. there you go. You can see the problem I have with getting all the mowers out just to get the zero turn out. That's why I want to find a way so I can actually have the zero turn in the back, parked it backwards with the wheels right here, and have the rest of the mowers all up front and then come out the side door. Or it'd be cool to have a really big side door. Just take the zero turn out the side. I think that'd probably be the ideal way, but the back door is better. But yeah, my next trailer I want to get a 36-inch door or a 48-inch door. I think this is a 30 door. Can't remember. Then cutting force. Gotta have the force when you're cutting with the cut. Here we go, picking up sticks. I don't know how much charging for this. Usually I do, but this is a first cut, and it's one of those things where there's so few I can get them. But here we go. Now this is the first cut of the year for maintenance mowing. I already cut a couple prior, but this is the first maintenance cut. And so here we go. I'm going to cut this grass, going to knock it down. I'm going to do a good job making it look good. Like I was trying to get a point here, is they're not paying me to clean these leaves up. So I am just going to mulch them into the ground, and I know they don't want to pay to have extra work done, so if they do, I'll do it. But I'm not sitting here picking these leaves up unless you're going to pay to have that done. So that's a whole different, and I wouldn't be interested in doing this because I'm busy. I don't have time for that kind of stuff right now this time of year. But if they want it, I can come back and I can get all the leaves out of the flower beds and everything. But no, I'm not doing that on this one. So this is what you're going to see when I get done with this yard. I polish it. You know what I mean? So that's my claim to fame. I make these yards look good when they're not supposed to be looking good. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's why people keep coming back and why I still stay in business, because I do a really good job and I go above and beyond, even on the shit yards. And you can see the difference between the 2 yards and the side that I take care of on a regular basis, and this I only take care of once in a while. So yeah, it's some raw footage. Sit back and watch some raw footage. I might speed it up, but yeah, I just want to explain that, you know. So it's not like I cut every yard like this, but if you know what I'm talking about, I'm going to go above and beyond on this yard with the leaves. I shouldn't, but I do it anyway. But I can't leave it looking like a mess. But I'm not going to go into the flower beds and get all the leaves out because I'm not charging for that. So that's another price, you know. And if they don't want to pay it, then I'm not going to do it. And I've changed my business model. I wasted way too much time when I first got started doing extra work that people didn't want to pay for. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Well, granted, I like these people. I'm not saying I don't like them, but, you know, I have to discuss it with them before I do it. I learned my lesson about just doing things, and they don't want to pay for it, and it causes problems. And then some people are expecting you to do it, and it's like, well, you should have just done it. Well, communication. So I have my customers. These are people that are on the internet, which are hard to deal with, so I just communicate with them. So that's one of those things. I only got a handful of them. I'd rather physically talk to a person and see them in person than communicate with my customers. But you can see I'm going to turn this yard into a nice yard by the time I get done with it again this year. So I'm gonna talk to them about doing some other services like aeration, seeding, fertilization, things like that. Stuff I really don't want to do, but I gotta make it look nice because the yard next door, and you'll see, I might bring up some old video of that one, but I cleaned that yard up nice. While I was here, I had another guy across the street, saw such a good job that I was doing, wanted me to cut his yard. And again, he had the leaves and all the crap in his yard, and I had to explain to him, I was like, hey, what do you want to do with all this stuff? It's like, you know, are you going to clean it up or am I cleaning it up? So they understood. Most people do. They would too here, but I didn't have a chance to communicate with them because they're on the internet. They wanted me to get over there and cut it ASAP, so I figured it was all cleaned up. Of course it's not. But you'll see. I take care of it. Didn't charge extra for it. But I'm doing what I can for the money that I'm getting, if you get what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Enjoy it. Well, loaded up. This is how I lock it down. There is a motorcycle chock that was left from the previous owner, and I actually used that as a tie down I'm trying to show this at the same time because I don't have time to set the camera up, but I just run it through the bar and through the loops, and then the Husqvarna actually has tie downs front and back, so which really makes it easy to secure this mower down. Alright, it's time to get the Husqvarna 121A all-wheel drive bagging mower. This thing is this incredible leaf machine bagging. This is my trim mower. I mean, it hugs the corners. I get all that stuff cleaned up nice. And let's see, when I get up here to the corner where the leaves are, and it's very light. I mean, this thing is the lightest mower I've ever owned, and that's primarily why I fell in love with this thing. I do got to replace the belts. It's slipping a little bit. But yeah, I go up around here and hit all the corners and areas where I can't get. Believe it or not, on a yard like this, the 30-inch time cutter is worthless. It's too heavy and too bulky to move around and to get into these little like jagged corners and areas. You'll see. Don't get me wrong, that mower has its place, but not here. And so I've been doing this for enough times where I found you need a different mower for different positions, so it's not always the same mower works great in areas. Like right here, it's back and forth area. The 30-inch time cutter would not do well. I'm doing this with one hand. That's how light this mower is. And you have to just use a light mower. It's just more time consuming, more time efficient to do it this way. And you'll see, especially around little bushes and trees, little mowers are great for that. So you can see right here, I'm going to hug this around the corner here, and it'll suck the leaves out of this little fence thing here. And you can see I'm not paid to pick all these leaves up in that flower bed. I could be here for hours getting them leaves out of there. So this is what I was getting at. You know, a lot of these internet customers that you don't have communication with, they just tell you to come out. You know, they don't really. It's not like a plumbing or electrician job where you know exactly what you have to do when you get out there. So they're expecting the yard to be cleaned up, but cut. Not. Hopefully that they're. Oh, I know this person from the past, so I know him. So he knows what I'm doing here, and that I'm not going to do all this extra work unless I'm paid to do it. So, and they're fine with that. But like I'm just trying to get at is a lot of times you get to situations where I had one recently where the guy was totally miscommunicated, you know. So, but this is this is a shit area. I call it. The ground's not level, bumps everywhere, and this is a wind corner tunnel where the leaves get all trapped up under those bushes. In the past, I've actually cleaned them up for the heck of it and then tried to get some extra money out of it. They paid it reluctantly, but it's not my job to get their leaves out of your yard when you didn't want to have it done the whole winter or the whole fall. You know, they try to get out of that doing it. I'm not saying this person did, but a lot of times people will do that. They'll figure, oh, well, I don't have to do it. The lawn guy would just clean it up. Like I'm going to clean the streets, all the trash in the street. No, I'm not going to do that. Not unless you're paying me to do it, you know? I got one, we'll show you this one yard where there's always trash in the street. And I do clean a little bit of it up, but some of it I'm just like, you know what, come on, you know, enough already. I'm not cleaning up all the trash in the street, so. But this yard, after I start maintaining it, see right there, I love that all-wheel drive. I just love doing that. It's just so freaking cool. It's just, I wore these tires out from doing that, but yeah, I abused the crap out of this mower, but it's still ticking. And I would definitely buy another Husqvarna mower again. These things are just for the money you pay. They're underpaid, trying to get at is you get more for what you pay for out of these things, as opposed to some other brands I've used where they're overpriced. But any mower is going to break. It doesn't matter what you get. So, but this mower, not only that, but it cuts. This blade is trash, and it still cuts good. I really don't have to even change it, but I will. But yeah, while I'm cutting here, another guy across the street was talking to me, so I had to go look at his yard. But this is that crappy area. You can't get a big mower. I used to bring a time cutter in here, and it was more cumbersome and clumsy to get it in there than it was worth doing it. So you learn. And here now I'm starting to do the weed whacking. Now this is another one where I'm not paid to do all the extra trimming around here, so I'm doing what is a quick fix. I've learned different techniques with the trimmer, so I don't have to bring out the edger, breaking the top layer off, and then coming back and edging it, and then I'm going to hit it from the side to clean it up. So you hit it a little bit more, but believe it or not, it's actually faster than breaking it. Going into the truck, going to get the edger out, making a mess, and then have to clean up the edging mess. So I'll do it next time. But right now, you can see what I'm doing here. It's one of those weird sidewalks. It doesn't really have it's like a ramp sidewalk. I don't know what you call these things. But they're weird, you know? It's just a weird sidewalk. Curve, it's a weird curve. It's not really a curve, it's like a ramp curve. I don't even know why they make it. Just to me, it just says it's easier to drive the car up on the road, onto your grass. But I cleaned it up pretty well with the trimmer because I just want to get it done. It's actually faster this way. As you can see, I'm going over it again now. I'm breaking the dirt out with the string. And that's why I cut the grass first and then do the weed whacking and then do the blowing. So I'm getting the blower out only once. And you just blow it right back onto the grass, you never see it. That's why I don't do the edging first. A lot of people, I'm doing it different than most people do it, but there's a reason for doing it. After doing it for this long as I've been doing it, I found this works better. It might not work for everybody. I mean, do what you want to do. Sometimes I'll do it the other way, but this is the way I do it. It's faster. I can get these jobs done quicker. Now see, I only had to bring the leaf blower out once. Now I'm going to clean all the edges up. You blow all that right back into the grass. You'll never see it. It's like sweeping it under the rug. You'll never see that stuff. And that's what you do. Quick and easy and done. Off you go. There you go. There's those leaves. I'm pushing them back in there because I'm not paid to clean this off. You know? And I could be here for another 2 hours cleaning those leaves off. There's a lot of leaves in there. So it's not a mow and go. It's a clean and go. I mean, cut and clean just right and get out of there. And I'm just pushing your other stuff back out of my way because I'm not getting paid to do that. So that's what I'm getting at. So this was the first cut, the very, very, very first cut of the season for maintenance. It's pretty busy this day, and cleaned it up pretty well, and I was pretty happy with the way it looked. You can see the yard next door, how nice it is. I didn't show it as well, but anyway, just a quick look at my setup. Well, there you go. The first one. That's all done. I got to put that in the truck. I got some spots there. I might be taking this off to make this a trash bin. But there you go. And I had a little bit of another customer maybe across the street, and that's where you get most of your sales. If I get it, it's okay. It's not a big deal. But something with these yards they haven't been to in a long time. They don't want to pay for the extra work, so you do your best to try to not get too involved here, because I can be here all day for cleaning that. So, you know what I mean? This is like a shit area. It never really gets good no matter what you do. And then over here, we didn't talk about cleaning all that up. It's just the cut. But I do my best to not make it look trashy and bag it up in the spots over there. That's why I use that small mower. That small mower gets in so much better than that 30-inch mower. It's lightweight, it zips in and out. It's actually faster. Been doing this for 10 years. Not my first time doing it, so if anybody says that mower is faster, it's not. It's only good in an area like this if you want to make it look nice. But then guess what? You're getting a bigger mower. So it's got its place. Don't get me wrong. It has its place. But as you can see, I'm jammed in here. So I did bringing this up here. This is what I was talking about. I want this door to be bigger just to get this mower out all the time because I do a lot of cutting with just this mower. I'm going to be getting a commercial series 21 as soon as that comes out because I love this mower. This has got an awesome cut and it bags very well. It sucks everything. You see it's like a vacuum cleaner. So I got the tour over there. I don't think I'm going to keep it though. I think I'm going to get the Skag or something else. Over the years of having it, I'm not really that fond of it. I'm going to use it for a little while because I can't sell it brand new. No one's going to buy it, so I'm going to sell it for the new used price. I'm going to use it for a little while. Who knows? I might change my mind, just keep it, but I want to get rid of it before it starts acting up. Anyway, so there we go. Off to the next one.